Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I know I am struggling for a video at the moment and I want a video out, so I decided to just dig one out of the content barrel, and here we go. I saved a bunch of these videos by Johnny Razor Shorts, and basically he just has loads of these show ideas and stuff, and he calls them and opens up the video by saying another bad show idea or something, and then we're actually going to be determining if they're actually good or not. So let's just get straight into it.
Bad show idea. It's a war show depicting either a historical or fictional battle, doesn't really matter, but each episode is told from the perspective of a different soldier, and 90% of the episodes, the soldier you're watching dies. The show itself would display the overall story of the war or the battle or whatever from the perspective of the grunts on the front line, who actually have to carry out the battle strategy from the guys up top. And it would be this really cool way to show how it actually feels to be in combat. But occasionally there will be one soldier that you watch that makes it out alive, and then you'll see them in the background of other episodes. I think this would be a cool take on the genre.
Okay.
Bad YouTube channel idea.
Whatever. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That'd be nice. You know, it kind of puts some suspense that the character usually does it in an episode, but then when he does, you feel like, yes, let's go, and then you actually see him cameo, and there's a cameo in the other episodes. Maybe then at the end of the series, you could get like a big team up, maybe with all the people who survived. But I don't know if that would have been a kind of show would ever get made. I mean, you have to like create loads of new like characters, get loads of new actors every time. If it was like live action or something, new voice actors every time it was animation, and I don't know, man. It kind of feels weird to just build up a really cool character and then maybe just kill them off. But that's cool. I'm going to say that's a 7 out of 10 idea. Okay, because overall, I don't know. What else would there be? Like, what's the war? Okay, like, yeah, I need more details before I can give it a higher score. I don't know what I'm doing here. 7 Alfie points out of 10.
Bad YouTube channel idea. So you take a guy, and for some reason he always wears aviators and a red flannel, and then what he'll do is he'll give out bad ideas that aren't actually that bad, just more impractical at best, but he'll always say that they're bad just to gaslight you. And he'll also do like long form content, but nobody will even know that it exists. And then for some reason he'll have 250,000 subscribers. Yeah, that sounds familiar for some reason. Jokes aside, thank you all so much for the support.
That's a terrible idea, to be honest. That YouTuber would fucking suck, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Bad superpower idea. You have the ability to create stuff out of thin air, but only once a day, and you can't choose what it is. And there are no limits to what it could be either. Like, it could be anything from a
What's the point if you can't even decide what it is?
Technology that won't be invented for another 1,000 years. Like, you could accidentally spawn a new planet or a black hole. Literally infinite possibilities. Ultra high risk, ultra high reward. But most of the time, it'll be something mundane that won't really do much, like a bagel or a stick or something. Bad game idea. The game is just
okay,
called
that's not a show. So he didn't say bad show idea. It's about this guy who can do that, because if it was a show, that would be pretty boring, because it's about the same guy who spawns a bloody bagel or something. I don't know if we're gonna get into all these shorts today, because you know, I've limited time here, guys. Okay, I wanted to get this video out in about an hour and 4 minutes. So yeah, whatever. So I mean, that's cool, but I don't know if I really want to have that superpower, because then I just get scared that I could accidentally spawn a black hole and basically kill 7 billion people with my superpower. So is that even a superpower, really? Like, I guess is a power to have. Whenever I think of a superpower, I think something that can actually help people, you know, and fight crime. That just kind of feels a little bit useless, or whatever.
Bad game idea. The game is just called Game, and the entire concept is that the game itself is completely AI generated. The movement and the mechanics and all of like the actual framework of the game is made by a team, but those mechanics are then taken by an algorithm to generate the optimal game experience for you. So each person will get a different game, and it's so calculated based on other games that you played, the time that you spent in said game, and some like input from like a survey or something at the beginning. But your experience will be completely unique, and each time you reboot the game, it's a completely different game. Unless you save it how it is, in which case it will like become a completely separate standalone game that you just have the rights to and can sell now.
Oh, I forgot to rate the other ones. Superpower idea, 4 out of 10. The other YouTuber one, 0 out of 10.
AI has become in like the past like few months. This is definitely going to be real in like 20 years. Bad business idea.
Okay, whatever. So that one, that's actually really cool. I would like that. Was it? Yeah. It's a totally AI generated new game. I don't know if each game would be good. Like when I think about that, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. But then again, I feel like if it would be AI generated, each game wouldn't really be that great. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because that's a really cool idea, and I would get that game. I'd be really interested in getting that game, and that sounds like such a cool idea. Yeah, that's good.
Bad business idea. So it's a shipping company, but it's like one of those themed restaurants where the wait staff is just mean to you and roast you the whole time. So like they just won't give you updates on your package. If you ask where it is, they'll be like, I have no idea. They'll like literally just lose it as a bit. So you'll be expecting a package to arrive in Miami and like it'll just stay in Columbus, Ohio for like 4 weeks. And then like you'll check the shipping again and it'll be in Miami and then it'll be back in Columbus for another day and then finally like they'll deliver it to you. And when they finally do deliver it to you, they'll smash it, they'll bend it, they'll break it, they'll throw it through a window. They might even try to hide it somewhere. It will be the least convenient form of shipping ever. If you order anything made of glass, expect it to just be shattered by the time you finally get it. Then you could call it something goofy like FedEx. Bad movie idea. So it isn't as much of a movie.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But still, I don't know. That idea doesn't even. That idea already fucking exists. It's just every shipping company ever. So.
Bad movie idea.
I can't really give it a rating.
It isn't as much of a movie as it is an ARG, but imagine you have a director who's really famous. Like every movie they make is a masterpiece, but in every one of their movies, they have a 5 to 10 minute post-credit scene that is completely unrelated to the actual movie and is instead another movie entirely. So over time, people start to go and they see this director's movies specifically for the post-credit scene, so they can see like the secret movie that this guy's making. And if one of the movies is rated poorly, like people will still go to see it, but like an hour late just to catch the post-credit scene. So with each release, people are theorizing about the actual order of the scenes and like what it all means until the director releases the full cut. But it isn't the same movie. It is a shot-for-shot recreation of the movie with differences from the original scenes that reveal the actual plot.
What?
Bad car idea. The one-seater.
Okay. What? Okay. That's weird. I don't know. It's unique, but like it's scummy in a way, isn't it? You're just like tricking everyone to go into the cinema just to see your 10-minute post-credit scene. I don't know if I wouldn't buy it. I gotta go with a 4 out of 10 for that one. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that. But this one's really a 10 out of 10 for me, definitely.
Bad car idea. The one-seater. Gas is expensive, cars are expensive, even like a Nissan Altima is like 25 grand. So I propose the new affordable car for low-income drivers, the one-seater. Basically a motorcycle, but with 4 wheels and inside. But Johnny, that's a 4-wheeler. Nah, it's got a roof. You get in, all there is, one seat, the wheel, the pedals. That's all you need. There's only one door. Like all the center console stuff is on the other side because there's just no door mechanism. The goal of this thing would be to make it as light and as cheap as possible with as little in it as possible, just so it's affordable. No trunk, just a little space behind the seat. No passenger seat, just a motorcycle, but substantially less cool. Bad game idea.
Okay. And more safe as well. Motorcycles, okay, they're not safe. I feel like I would not feel safe on one of them. So I'm gonna give this a good 9 out of 10. Best idea so far.
Game where you play as a tiny little baby.
I would like going to the start.
Bad game idea. So it's a VR game where you play as a tiny little baby man in a world where everything is huge. But the goal of the game is to get bigger. So you start off like Ant-Man size, but by progressing through different puzzles and platforming challenges and other like mini games, you begin to grow larger and larger, and the perspective of the game switches to the point where you're like a normal sized guy, and then like you're huge and knocking down buildings, and like the military tries to fight you. So you like pick up a tank and use it as a gun in like an FPS section until you get so big that you're bigger than the Earth and you go through space now, and then you get to the point where you're the size of the universe, but then the twist is that the universe is just one like atom in a bigger universe, and now you're in a bigger universe and you do the same thing again.
Okay. That's a good idea. That's a good I like that idea. Gonna give it an 8 out of 10 though, because wait, how often did you increase in size? You know what, I probably should have paid attention to that part. I mean, I feel like the game sounds pretty short though, because you know, whatever. What would you be doing when you're floating through space anyway? Like what would that be about? Whatever. That sounds cool. Whatever. I gotta give it a good 8 out of 10.
In a arena shooter, like COD multiplayer or something. But instead of it being complexly designed with sight lines and movement in mind, it's just a straight line. And not just any straight line, but a highway filled with cars that explode. Now, we'll throw in a few buildings here and there so it's not like completely unplayable. But if you're running an RPG, you can just get a team wipe off spawn by just shooting at the other cars. And of course, I'm talking about the border crossing map in MW2. Activision, what were you thinking?
Why did I like this video and like edit the video? I don't even like Call of Duty.
Recently, and it made me
I
realize
don't really
just how
play much of
stupid
the
a
Call
lot
of
of our
Duty
current
games, but
sports are. The majority are
don't
just
really care.
take ball from one place to the other, which is pretty boring. So I propose competitive laser tag. You have like a venue that switches.
Okay, well, actually, I did not realize. It actually went to a new video. I'm kind of confused. When did this happen? What?
Sport idea. I've been watching the Call of Duty League recently, and it made me realize just how stupid a lot of our current sports are. The majority are just take ball from one place to the other, which is pretty boring. So I propose competitive laser tag. You have like a venue.
Okay, now I know people think I'm fat, but like seriously, even if it wasn't, sports are kind of fucking stupid. It's just the same thing over and over again. You know, you get a ball, oh, you score a goal, wow, yay! I'm not even like that. I don't give a shit.
That switches up the map. Like you have stuff you can
they have different maps,
and you can do like search and destroy. But the whole thing is in like an arena, like a boxing stadium. And instead of a ring, it's like a laser tag map. And like it wouldn't have.
Oh, that's a 10 out of 10.
Like weird plasticky laser tag vests. Like it would look cool, but like it's still laser tag. I feel like competitive laser tag would go crazy. Bad game idea. It's an open world GTA style sandbox shooter, but it takes place over the entire course of human history, following a single bloodline. You'll play as a caveman, then like an ancient Egyptian or Mesopotamian, then like someone from Greece, like a Spartan, and then as like a Roman. And each story mission will be like some major event in human history. As
that sounds like a cool long game. There's a lot of
and after you finish those events in history, your character, the map, and all of your like weapons and vehicles will all change to like whatever the next era is. Once you finally make it to the modern day, you'll have a full GTA style city, but it doesn't end there. The story then splits into different possible future timelines, with like a standard sci-fi future, then like a cyberpunk timeline, then a diesel punk timeline, and like all the different iterations of what history could be. You have like a different open world, different weapons, different characters, all exploring those different possibilities. And once you beat each mission, you unlock them in multiplayer, so you and your friends can literally go and mess around in whatever open world you fancy.
That's a pretty good idea. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna end off the video there because I'm lazy. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I will see you next time for another lazy video.